Social media is a very rapid world, and every day things are changing out there. One day, thousands of people might be tweeting about a football match, and on the other day, they might be tweeting about a climate crisis. And you will see that almost all platforms have a section for what's trending. And that just shows that when thousands of people come together to post about something, it becomes a trend because a lot of people are talking about it. But does that really make a difference to our lives? If one day we tweet a lot about a football match and after 3 days we're just going to forget about it, does that really matter? In the long run, it doesn't. But then, why is it that we constantly go behind these trends that, oh, I have to listen to that new song that just came out. I have to see what this new news is. I have to see what this new tool will do for me. Why do we constantly keep running behind all of this? The answer is very simple: FOMO, the fear of missing out. And I'm sure you have heard this term before. And we use this term a lot too. On social media itself, we use this term a lot. But do we really understand it? Do we really know what this term really means and how it impacts our lives? We do not. And that is what we'll understand in this video. Let's begin. When we think about fear of missing out, the first thing that comes to our mind is something like a fear, right? Something that we are fearful of. But what if I told you that the fear of missing out is not a fear at all? It is actually a desire. What? How does that even work? We say that it's a fear, but is it actually desire? Yes, let's discover that. Here's a simple analogy. Imagine that you're in your WhatsApp group chat and all of your friends are writing about this awesome new song that's come out. You don't know, you haven't heard about it, and so you don't know a lot, but you see that your friends are writing a lot about it. And then what will be your first thought? Will it be, oh my god, I don't know what they're talking about. What if they kick me out of this group because I don't know about this song? What will happen to me now? Do you think in that kind of a fearful state? We don't, and it seems kind of hyperbolical also, right? That you would exaggerate such a simple situation so much. We don't think that way. The way that we think is, oh, that's interesting. Maybe I should go listen to that song right now and see what all of them are talking about. What's the difference in both of these responses? In the first one, there is fear, and that is not how we think. But in the second one, there's a desire to check out that song and to understand what these people are talking about. Where does that desire come from? From the desire of getting external validation. We humans are social beings. We like being part of communities. We like being validated by other people. And so we think that to be a valid part of any community or any group, whether it is offline or online, we must be knowing everything that is going on and all that they're discussing about. And that is what trends are made of, right? We see that thousands of people are tweeting about this, thousands of people are posting about this. And so we think, oh, that must be something that's important. So the desire comes in to get validated. So we go check that out and we also tweet about it. We also share about it. And then we feel that, yes, we are part of the community. In a more intimate group format, like maybe let's say a WhatsApp group with all of your friends, as I just shared the example of the song. When you listen to that, you get that validation that yes, I finally understand what these people are talking about. And so we always crave this validation. It's all right. It does not mean that there's something wrong with us. This is a natural human tendency. All of us think this way. And then what happens though is that when we constantly get involved in thinking this way, we form an ideology that whatever a lot of people are talking about must be right. Because internally, subconsciously, there's the desire for validation, and we don't want to go on the path less traveled. So, that is how this all works. The fear of missing out is actually a desire to be validated and to fit in. But in the drive for this desire, in the drive to be validated, in the drive to be a valid part of any community, are we losing our uniqueness? Are we losing the differences, our different quirks, our different traits that make us unique, that make us different? In this drive to fit in, are we letting go of that part? The unfortunate answer is yes. While we all know that each one of us is different, we all want to fit in and be a part of a community or be a part of a group and be a valid part of that. And so we go chase the things that the society or our parents or anyone in the community in that area is thinking that anybody should do. So we think, yeah, I have to be a valid part of this. And so if I want the validation from my parents, I must go do the engineering degree they're asking me to do and not the startup that I want to do. That kind of thinking can be harmful for us because then we are pushing our uniqueness, we are pushing the things that make us different, that make us incredible out, and we're just trying to fit in with the crowd. That does not always make us feel the most fulfilled, right? Because many times people are discussing about the things that we might not associate with, we might not feel attached to, and so that can create a lot of rift between. And personally, I have gone through that a lot. I have in school when I was in 7th grade about 2 years ago, everybody was talking about video games and they were talking about channels that were related to gaming and all, and I was not interested in that. And in my classroom, that was all that was being discussed about. And in that moment, I had two choices. I could either go do all of what they were doing and fit in, or I could go and follow the path that I wanted to and not fit in and keep embracing my uniqueness, keep going forward with my uniqueness, even though that means not being a validated or a valid member of that group because I don't know about the things they are talking about. And that's a very difficult confusion to find your way through. But you don't have to worry because now I'm going to share the solution with you on how we can actually go through this and find the thing that actually matters the most to us. And so let's begin with that. And the simple thing that we need to do is ask questions and get clarity on what is it that we truly want. Do we just want to fit in with all that they are doing, or do we want to create a life that we love, a life that we can call ours, and a life that is full of fulfillment and happiness, even though that means we might not be validated by others? What is it that we want to choose? Personally, I had two choices when I was going through that. I could either go into gaming, start playing games, talking about all that they wanted to, but I was not interested in that. Games didn't excite me that much. What excited me was writing and starting a blog. And if you're watching this YouTube video, you probably know that I went with the second option because if I had not started a blog, I wouldn't be here. And so, how did I end up making that choice? I just followed this simple framework of self questioning and self introspecting. I asked myself, in the long term, will being validated by my friends, will being involved in gaming and all of that stuff that I did not like, will it pay off? Will it be worth it? These friends might not even be my friends or might not even remember me after 10 years. So is it really worth spending my time now just to get social validation from them instead of actually doing what I love to do? I asked this question, I got my answer that no, that social validation was not the most important thing for me. What mattered to me was following my passion, following what I wanted to do, and that's what I did. Even though I was completely unaware of the games that were being talked about, I was happy in what I was doing, and that's what matters at the end of the day, right? We all want happiness, we all want that satisfaction, we all want that fulfillment. But in this drive of social validation, we think that this might give us that, but we end up not getting that. And so, don't go towards that. Go towards where your heart is going to take you. And even if that is the road less traveled, embrace that. Embrace your uniqueness and grow through that. Now, this does not mean that you don't have to jump on trends, you don't have to know about the latest things that are going on. You can, even I know about the new songs that come out or something new that happens in the world and all of those things. I am aware of that. But I don't make that as my first priority. So I'm okay if I don't tweet out about those kind of trends which do not link to me. But this does not mean that I don't go listen to those new songs, I don't make myself aware of that. Here's an example. When a friend sends you a message that you should really listen to this song or something is being talked about in your friends group, you should not just leave everything and go listen to that and then message and talk with everyone. That should not be your first priority to fit in. What should matter to you is finishing your work, doing that, and then when you have your downtime, when you have your free time, then you can go explore those trends, see what's going on, listen to the song that has might have come out, and all of those things. Make your happiness your first priority, not fitting in with other people. And when you accept the fact that you are unique, you are different, and that you have to create a life on your own, no one else's validation matters, you start living happily, you start living peacefully, and you start creating a life that you truly love and that you truly want to live. And so, when you do this, right, that desire for social validation starts to lessen. And that is a kind of way we can train our mind to think that way. And so, what that results in is less FOMO. You don't get hyped up about some new thing that might come out. You don't get anxious that you might have missed something or that something new on social media that you are not aware about. You just let that go by. You are patient, you are calmer. And what more would we want other than that, right? And so, what I want to end this video with now to inform you is go embrace your uniqueness, be unique, follow the path that you truly want to. And even if you feel that, is it right? Should I go there? Am I going the right way? These kind of doubts will come up, and it's all right because you continuously seek that validation. Give that validation to yourself. Say, yes, that is fine. Use positive affirmations. I also have a video on affirmation that you can watch by clicking up here. That will definitely help you. And so there are many ways that you can build that internal validation, and then you will create that life that you love. Now, I want you to comment below and tell me what was your key takeaway from this video, and how will you start embracing your uniqueness, and what is it that you love to do. Tell us, let's discuss, and let's grow and build a community through our connection, through our uniqueness. What could be better than that, right? When we don't try to fit in, but where we instead let our uniqueness, let our differences blossom and grow through that, connect through that. So comment below for that, and also do hit the subscribe button for many more amazing videos like this, and hit the like button so that it gives me the motivation to continue and keep moving on and making more and more amazing videos for all of you. And so, it is your life, it is your dreams, and it is you who has to decide the course that it takes. The past was as it was, the future is yours. Don't just jump on different bandwagons to fit in. Stand out, boldly stand out, and make your mark in this world. You are unique, you are a star, and you are phenomenal. Now go rock. Thank you so much.